When your test stand arrives, minimal assembly is required to get the test stand operating. The first step in assembling the meter test stand is removing it from the pallet and installing 4 rotating caster wheels. Once the wheels are attached and the cart is removed off the pallet, the control box can now be attached by 4 self-tapping screws. We will now go over the steps to get the test stand assembled and ready to use. Before moving into the steps to assemble, here's a view of all components that are shipped with the test stand. The test stand does not include a GS3 2630 display, a display stand, a bucket to catch seed, or a wet-dry vac. We currently suggest using a John Deere AC9 wet-dry vac, which is a relatively quiet vacuum and allows the control of the motor speed to get the desired vacuum level. Now that the mechanical setup is complete, we will move on to connecting all the wire harnesses and setting up the vacuum. Inside the control box, you will find all the harnesses needed for the test stand. The first harness that needs to be connected will be the row unit harness that will be used to connect the row unit controller, or RUC for short, to the control box in the RUC number 1 outlet. Verify the seed sensor harness is properly connected. The next step is setting up the vacuum. A 3/8 inch hole will need to be drilled into the vacuum hose in order for the sensor hose adapter to be attached. The vacuum sensor adapter will need to be connected to the vacuum hose and connected to the transducer. The last step for the vacuum setup is to plug in the vacuum power cord into the vacuum outlet on the control box. The last harness that will need to be connected will be the display harness, which will connect to the 2630 display to the control box. After these harnesses are all connected, the power cord can be connected to the control box and plugged into the 110 volt outlet. Now with the meter test stand all set up, it's time to install the correct adapter brackets. The planar meter test stand is compatible with Maxemerge 5 meters back to Maxemerge 2 meters, with either a Pro shaft or flipper drive. You will need to select the proper bracket for your customer's meters. All test stands will come shipped and ready for a ME5 meter, which is the meter currently attached in this video. Refer to the operator's manual for other bracket configurations. The last step in setup is to dial in the vacuum. Go to the row runoff homepage on the 2630 display. Find the vacuum reading. It has a V with a horizontal line through it. Find the vacuum adjustment dial on the control box. Watch the vacuum reading on the display while you turn the vacuum adjustment dial. Turn the dial until you achieve the desired vacuum level. We recommend reviewing all of these videos before using your test stand.